I think generally in our experience when we're dealing with companies, we do find that large companies have a better concept of risk and understand risk, and a lot of them have already got, the basics. They've got a risk register in place, they understand that. Smaller companies, it's generally not there. They're not thinking at it of security from a risk point of view. There's lots of bigger businesses that aren't necessarily thinking about security from a risk point of view, but they understand risk. They've got business risk, they've got risk registers for the business, so their board has a risk register that they review and all that sort of thing. But it's generally business risk as opposed to information security risk. But the smaller companies maybe don't really have a lot of either. So they don't think of it in the same way. And I think that's the thing you've got to get across to a company. Any company that's doing information security is that a risk-based approach is a better approach, because if you don't take that approach, you're just scattergun. You're just, someone in IT will say, oh, we need a new firewall. Oh, well, we better get one of them because that's security. Yeah. Actually, you might not need a new firewall. That firewall you've got might be doing exactly what you need it to do, but somebody in IT has just decided, well, this one's more whizzy. It's got these extra widgets and it does this extra, amazing thing. And you may not need that. So that's the thing. And then the problem, if you take a non-risk-based approach, you're spending money and you don't really know whether the money you're spending is in the right places. So the whole thing about the risk-based approach is that you identify where the biggest risks are and you make sure that you're spending the money on those and not on something you don't need. Security isn't just about the technology, which is often the most expensive bit. It's about people and process as well. It could be that a really good training program for your staff on phishing could be a much better investment than that whizzy firewall that you don't need.